we're going to look at the bar chart homework. So hopefully this is done in your copy. Seen some of them on Schoology, which is great. So make sure you're correcting them. If any of them, if you have any mistakes, fix them. If you understand the mistakes, that's fine. If you don't, let me know. So the chart below shows the number of goals scored by 5 students in a penalty competition. Who was the top scorer? Okay, so the top scorer is going to be the one who scored the most, which is the one with the highest bar, so that's Evelyn. Just going to put E for Evelyn. Who scored no goals? So we have no bar there at all, so that's Derek. How many goals were scored all together? Okay, so Alan scored 4, Betty 2, Carol 4 again, Derek was none, and Evelyn is 7. Okay, 17 is it? Yep, 17 altogether. Which 2 players scored the same number of goals? You can see it there, it's Alan and Carol. Did Betty and Evelyn together score more or fewer than half the goals? Alright, so Betty scored 2, Evelyn scored 7. Together that is 9. So is 9 more than half or less than half of 17? It's more. Yeah, so half 17 is 8.5, so 9 is more than that. Okay, zoom in a little bit. So John carried out a survey of his 3rd year maths students. He wanted to find out the shoe sizes of the students in the class. John represented the data in the following chart. Okay, so he has people with a shoe size of 2, there was only 1 person, shoe size of 3, there were 2 people, and so on. So how many students are in his class? Okay, so this is 1 person, this is 2 people, that's 4, that's 5, that's 7, 5 again, 2, 1 and 1. Okay, so if we add them up, 17 up there, 17, 19, 20, 21, 25, 26, 27, 28. I think is what's there in total. Yep. Sorry, just checking it again. So what is the most common shoe size? So the most common one would be the one with the biggest bar. So size 6 is the most common. How many students in the class were size 8 or bigger? So these people were size 8 and these people were bigger. So 4 in total. What percentage of the class wears the most common size? Okay, so I think we said this before. When you're doing a percentage, you have to start with a fraction. Okay, what you've been asked about here is wearing the most common size. So how many people? 7 people were the most common size out of a total of 28 people. So that's fine, that's a fraction. To make a fraction a percentage, you multiply it by 100. So 7 over 28 multiplied by 100 is 25%. And one more. The following bar chart compares money spent by a group of students on 2 different days of the week. I actually put this one in because I know some of you, when I was in there with you, were looking at comparison data, so comparing one thing with another. And this might be a nice way of displaying it with a comparison bar chart. So that's kind of why I asked you this question, just so you saw what it's supposed to look like. Okay. So the bar chart compares money spent by a group of students on 2 different days of the week. Okay, so the green bars are what they spent on a Monday, and the purple bars are what they spent on a Friday. Okay, so who spent the most on Monday? So Monday is the green bar, the highest green bar is this one, which is Aisha. Who spent the most on Friday? So that's the highest purple bar, which is that one there. That's Own. What was the total amount spent on Monday? Right, so green bars, €4, 7, 6, 4, and 5. It's 10, 21, 21 and 5 is 26. And then the total amount spent on a Friday is 3, 4. Actually, I'm going to do them in different colours. Sorry. I'll end up getting them mixed up if I don't. So 3, 4. That one is 7. Back to 3 and 3. That is 10, 14, 20. Write out the differences between the amount of money spent on Monday and the amount of money spent. Write out the differences. Okay. So differences, a difference is a subtraction. Okay, so for Manzar, the difference is €1. I mean, it just says the difference, so it doesn't really. I don't think you have to say which one. That was €1 more on Monday. I think it's just the difference is €1. The difference for Aisha is €3. The difference for Own is €1. The difference for Layla is €1. And the difference for Aoife is €2. Write out the differences between the amount spent on Monday and the amount spent on Friday for each student. Okay. Okay, so a survey was carried out, in a second year maths class. Students were asked to select their favourite colour from the list of colours. The results are shown below. Represent the data in a bar chart. Okay. Okay. So you need your line. I'm going to go as low as I possibly can here. So I'm going to go down here. So you need your line across the bottom. And then you need your line up the side. The biggest number is 8. I have 8 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just about. So I just about have my 8 boxes up here. 1. Just draw them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and that's going to be the frequency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then down here we're going to do the colours. So I'm just going to do them all blue. Remember I said when you're doing these you have to skip a line before and after, so there needs to be a nice even. The bar needs to be the same width. All the bars need to be the same width, and the gap before the bar needs to be the same as the gap after the bar. Okay, so I left a 1 square gap before, so I'll leave a 1 square gap after, and I'll put in my bar that goes up to 8. Okay, and skip again. And now we're at 4. And the next one is 4 again. I'll add in the descriptions now in a second. The next one is black, which goes to 3. And then the last one is orange, which goes to 2. There you go. Okay, so this one here is colours, and the colours are, I'm going to struggle with these, as small as I can. So blue, this one is red, green, yellow, black, orange. Actually not too bad. Okay, so fully labelled. I know what's on the y-axis, I know what's on the x-axis, and there is an even gap in between every bar, including the first one, and every bar is the same width. Okay. What is the most popular colour? It is red. You can tell that very easily from here, and you can also tell it from the highest bar. So red for P. Yeah? Okay, and then I don't know if you've realised this, but this is going to be on every piece of homework, so you need to create a bar chart to represent your data or a portion of your data. The comparison bar chart might be a nice one if you are doing like a comparison between two different pieces of data. So that needs to be done and uploaded to your e-portfolio. Okay. Now for today, we're going to talk about stem and leaf plots. Okay, so this has to go into your notes, please. Again, a bit like the line plot, they're useful for small amounts of data. The type of data that a stem and leaf plot will work for is numerical data. They can be used, so it can be discrete numerical or continuous numerical. It will work for both. And essentially what you do is you need to take a number and split it up. Okay, so if we take the number, I don't know, 12, we would split 12 up into the stem, which is the 1, and the leaf, which is the 2. Okay, if you had a continuous number like, I don't know, 14.8, there you might call the stem 14 and the leaf is the 8. Okay, that's the general idea. You have to split the number up into two parts. Okay, so here's a list of the number of emails received by 30 students during October. Represent the data on a stem and leaf plot. Okay, so you need to identify the smallest number, which I think is that 9 there. Is it? And then the biggest number. Okay, I have an 87 at the front. Anything bigger than 87? Oh, 91. There's 91. Okay, so that means, so all these numbers are going to be split up. So if I take 87, the 8 would be the stem, and the 7 would be the leaf. Okay, so when you have a number like 9, it only has the leaf. You have to give it a stem, and the stem would be 0. Okay, so when you have single digit numbers, that's fine to do. Alright, so let's try. Stop. Okay. So we're going to put the stems here, and we're going to put the leaves over here. Okay, so I need to get from 0 to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, just about. Okay, I'm going to extend this. Okay. So we're just going to go through the data and draw it in. So 87 goes here. So the 80 part is in the stem, and then the 7 is the leaf. 57, 29, 79. Oh, I just put that in as 99, sorry. So 79, 84, 7. Oh, that was actually the smallest number. Anyway, it worked out fine. 55, 53, 65, 69, 62, 44, 52. Notice when I'm putting these in that they're in their own columns. Okay, so see the second number on the 50s is exactly above the second number on the 60s. Okay, they kind of form horizontal bars, so it's important that they're I did 44, did I? Yeah. It's important that they're done like that they're in equal lines. 39, 43, 9, right there, 13, 91, 61, 57, 75, 44, 73, 74, 68. So that's this one, 68, 58, 52, 37, 35, and 14. Okay, so unfortunately it's not done. Okay, a stem and leaf plot, when you put the leaf in or the leaves in, they must be in numerical order. So it's really good practice to do exactly what I did, to go through number by number and put the correct stem and leaves together. So put the leaves and the right stems essentially. And once you've done that, then you can figure out the order. Okay, so 7, 9, that is numerical, so that's fine. 3, 4 is also fine. 9 is on its own, so it's grand. Now that's completely backwards, so it should be 5, 7, 9. 3, 4, 4. Just putting them in numerical order. Okay, this is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 3, 5, 7, 7, 8. Is that right? Go back and check that now. 3, 5, 7, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 inputs? Yeah, that's right. Okay, 1, 2, 5, 8, 9 for the 6s. 1, 2, 5, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 9. 3, 4, 5, 9. 4, 7, and 1. Okay, so there is my completed stem and leaf. The only thing I've left to do is add a key. Okay, a key is just showing somebody how to read it. So you pick a pairing. I'm going to pick the 3 and the 5. So a 3 in the stem column followed by a 5 in the leaf column means, what were these? Sorry. Number of emails. Okay, so a 3 in the stem and a 5 in the leaf means 35 emails. Okay, and you must have a key to get full marks. Alright, so that's how you do stem and leaf. They're nice and easy. And so I have some practice questions. I think there's 3 of them. Yep. And then as always, use your data to create, that's not supposed to say a line plot. So use your data to create a stem and leaf graph and upload to your ePortfolio. Okay, so can we get the homework, as in this stuff here, please, up on Schoology as soon as you possibly can, and then the other work, again, feel free to put it up on Schoology if you need me to see it or you need me to mark it, but it needs to go to your ePortfolio. Alright, so I will chat to you again on